Joseph Lynn, Jr. I'm from Pawhuska, was born and raised here, lived here most of my life. I graduated in 1984 from here, went to St. Gregory's for a year. From there I joined the Marine Corps, served in the Marines. I've done a lot of different things since then. What's motivating me to run for Congress is the issues that we're facing right now, some of the issues I've been hearing about with the LLC and with some of our other businesses, things that have happened, and I'm just not really satisfied with the answers we've gotten. The changes I want to make, what I want to see happen, or the problem I see is a lack of focus in our government, in our Congress. I see us focusing on our LLC, saying we have a problem here, all of our attention gets focused on that. Something happens in our gaming and suddenly all the focus switches to that. We had the Palace Grocery open for a while, it wasn't working out. So that's the problem I see, it's a lack of focus. And the solution that I see, what we need to have is we need to have an organization within our tribe, an agency or a bureau or something, a department that's focused solely on creating businesses, on researching them, on developing business plans and developing operating plans for those businesses, finding out if they're financially viable, finding out if they'll work, putting all that down on paper, and if it seems reasonable, if it seems like it'll work, then we can appropriate the funds to start that business. My hope is that there are people who are as passionate or more passionate than I am that will step in there. And that's one of the things that motivates me to run is I want to hear what the other candidates have to say. I want to be able to talk to them, debate them, and if I'm not satisfied with what they have to say, then I'm going to step up. But I'm hoping that we have 34 candidates running. I'm hoping we get the cream of the crop. I'm hoping we get real change. I'm hoping that we get people who want to be in Congress and who want to see our tribe move into the future, who want to see not just dealing with the issues that we have going on right now, but are focused on getting our infrastructure set up to where these issues take care of themselves, where Congress isn't always running around having to put out little fires, but we're focused instead on our long-term future. And for me, I've defined that as an Osage Nation that's self-sustaining and self-sufficient. I like what we have with our scholarship programs, but I also, based on my own experience, I'd like to see the Osage Nation have a program, a degree completion program that goes beyond just having a scholarship, but is something that it takes a student, regardless of their age, gets them into college, into Haskell or into Fort Lewis, in Durango, and helps them every step of the way until they have their degree. And it would be something that would require a commitment, at least a four-year commitment to get that degree, as opposed to a scholarship which would be open based on your grades, based on your skills, would be open to any college that a person could attend to. But this would be specific to get our students into school and to get them to complete their degrees. This is oil country and this is cattle country. And I've asked it myself most of my life. I've heard lots of people ask it, why don't we have an oil company? And why aren't we running cattle? Why don't we have a ranch? Why don't we have a cattle operation? And to me, those are things I want to stop asking, why don't we do this? And I want to step in there and say, this is what we're doing. We're going to research it. We're going to set up an oil company. And we're going to take that in whatever direction it needs to go. And I'm hoping that'll lead us into having our own gas stations. I don't know if we necessarily should have our own refinery, but at least contract to have our oil refined and set up our own gas stations. The same with cattle. You know, this is cattle land. This is grazing land. This is some of the best grazing land in America, and definitely from what I know, most of the world. So we should be doing that. So instead of me saying, why aren't we doing this? What is the reason why? I don't care anymore what the reason why. All I care about is we're going to do this. If I'm put into that position, if the people put me in that position, that's what I'm going to do. And I want to see that we go in that direction.